DrG, where I get to speak to inspiring and motivating people who are making a difference in the community. And like no other time, I have, you know what? Although I say no other time in the past, this time I have a very special person whose organization called Gifted Handles has made a difference in not only, just the community, but in celebrity lives. We have Alando Durrett with us today. So introduce yourself, and
Hi,
and after you introduce yourself, tell everybody what you are unapologetic about in this moment.
got you. How's everybody doing? I'm Alando Durrett. As Pam said, I am a basketball trainer, model, actor. I invest. I'm an investor. I'm an entrepreneur. I do everything. I wear so many different hats.
And you have a hat on now.
Exactly right. So I'm wearing the Gift the Handles hat today.
Okay, so
Definitely,
what are you unapologetic about in this moment?
man. I'm unapologetically about, um, being a owner, owning something. I think ownership is definitely something that needs to be taught in the Black community, and so that's exactly why I have my own business, because I think it's important to have ownership. So that's something I'm very unapologetically about.
You know what? But ownership can look like so many things. It
Definitely,
really does. It can be from a hobby to entrepreneurship to
yeah.
speaking life into people. What does ownership mean to you?
Ownership to me is being able to move how I want to move without having to ask, a boss or a manager, hey, can I go take my lunch break? Hey, can I go on vacation? I need to take 7 days off, or my family members in the hospital. I need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have your own and you're moving how you want to move and you're able to move, it's like, hey, I'm have to go do this. You tell your employees or whoever you're working with, your client, I'm have to cancel today because I have this, and this going on. Family emergency or whatever the case is. Yeah. So
Yeah, but ooh, that's so tough. You name so many things as an entrepreneur. No, I'm telling you, as from one entrepreneur to another, that's a lot of moving parts. And so, how do you strike a balance, especially with everything that you do business, and then you have no choice but to commingle that with personal. So, how do you flex and balance between the two, especially in terms of like mental health, mental you just awareness, and just taking care of yourself and your family?
sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it does get a little difficult because I do so many things, but with what I do, it all corresponds with each other. Like as far as like the modeling, acting. So like I was able to do a movie called She Ball. It was produced and executive produced by Nick Cannon, who's the writer and everything for it. And I was able to have gifted handles in there and being able to play basketball, all that all in one. So that's one way of being able to put everything all together all at once. So that's an example right there for me.
Okay. So you've struck that balance. Well, I guess how long has Gifted Handles been in existence? I know how long
um
I've known you, but I don't know how long Gifted Handles
yeah,
has been
well,
in
gifted,
fruition for you as a
yeah,
business or as a
well, as far,
foundation.
yeah, well, gifting handles, it started when I was younger. My brother, when we was young, we used to play basketball, of course, and he used to always tell me, hey man, you have gifted handles. So one day on Facebook, I was actually training for another company, and he was like, bro, there goes those gifted handles again. He said, man, you might need to trademark that. And this is like 2015, I want to say. And then
Oh,
from there, I was like, man, I was like, man, he right. So I went on ahead and trademarked it, started business with it, officially in 2017. So, and it's been going up from there. So yeah, definitely.
oh my gosh. So what has that transition been like for you through all of these years? And then especially during COVID. When I think of gifted handles and I think of, and look, I follow you.
Yep.
So I see all the things that you are doing. So, but it's so people related. And
Yes.
because COVID almost prevents people relations, how have you been able to manage gifted handles through this last year?
It's actually been really tough. I would have to say it's been real tough. I've been doing Zoom trainings with my clients who are able to, and then there's still some clients, who want me to come over to the house, which is fine. But things have slowed down, what I'm saying, tremendously because of COVID, because I'm not able to get into the gyms and different things like that. So I have to take a different route. And of course, when you're doing Zoom training, it's not the same as being in person. So you do have to cut the cost. You have to cut the cost down right there, you know what I'm saying? But because when it comes to basketball, I mean, yeah, it's a business for me now, but I still am a student and I love the game. So I would I'm doing something that I would actually do for free, honestly. And so that's one of the things that's most rewarding is being able to do what I love and let the money follow, even if it's not following because of COVID per se. But yeah.
No, and you know what? I think honestly, to me,
Hmm.
the best jobs you can ever have is to be paid for things that bring you joy. And those
Definitely.
same things that bring you joy don't have a price.
Very
Now,
true.
we always want what we are worth, and other people see our worth, so they pay for it. But there is no job or nothing greater than being of service as doing what you love on a regular basis. That's my opinion. And it might be not everybody else's opinion because some people move when it comes to money, but the greatest joys in life are those that's not tied to it, if that
Um,
makes sense.
you know what? Somebody started calling and it messed up the live, and so I missed.
No, you didn't. Oh, you missed what I said.
Yeah, I missed what you said. Yeah, I had flipped the thing up or whatever. I was like, hold up, what's going on?
No, it's, you know what, I always say this is what happens because I record in real life, so this is
Yeah.
life. We are busy people. No,
Yep.
what I was saying was that I think that there's nothing more important than being able to act in your purpose and just live in it and be in it and be a part of it where there's no money tied to it because what you do and what you love does not come with a price.
Exactly.
People see our worth and they pay for our worth when we put it out there, but people also know that they're going to get the greater of us, so they know what they pay for they will get.
Exactly. Exactly. That's big time. Like one of my cousins, we actually call each other twin because her name is basically like mine. Her name is Alanda, and she's a school teacher at McKinley Elementary School in Compton. And so, well, I was gonna go there this year to do a basketball camp, but of course COVID prevented that because schools were shut down. But last year, I went up there and I was doing a free basketball camp for the whole school and everything like that. So I get joy in that, just see kids having fun and see kids enjoy the sport that I love so much.
Oh,
That,
that's good.
yeah, that's a blessing.
Oh, you know what? And it's such a great feeling to have an impact in the small people's lives.
Exactly.
I'm a grand believer in that. But you know what? Let's talk about that a little bit because it's not the same as when we were younger. I don't know how young you are. I'm sure I'm older than you are
Or
because Ashley
you
age.
I know you're 25, so you're definitely younger than me. All right,
And now
I'm
I know
33.
that's not true. Yeah. So let me just tell you what my 45 years on this earth has earned me.
45, 45, you're
45.
25.
Yes, 45, years have earned me. I
Mhm.
think that when it comes to the younger people and the move into technology, it's just so different. But I also think that entrepreneurship at younger ages are now starting to take shape.
Yes,
So you
definitely.
going in and teaching them more than just gifted handles and how to maneuver in basketball, but you're teaching them entrepreneurship. I think that
Exactly.
that's such a great thing for when it comes to molding the younger generation that's coming up.
Exactly.
That they can look beyond basketball, that hey, entrepreneurship is where it's at. If you have a gift, gifted handles, if you have a
Yep.
specific gift that you can pass off, that means a lot more than the actual action of you doing.
Exactly. Like I always tell my kids I'm around, especially like my younger cousins, I always teach them about product and services. I always tell them if you have product to sell, you'll never be broke. Now if the product is not selling, you just gotta change up your strategy on how to get it out there. Same thing with the services. So so that
Exactly.
yeah.
So you know what? Before we head off, I want you to give a message to anyone who is watching this, young, old, you know, wondering what difference that they can make. What would you say to inspire any generation, whether they're above you, in the middle of you, or you're in terms of your age group, or younger
Mhm.
than you? What would you say to inspire them?
I would say that um always do what you love, and it'll get hard. You'll face tough times, but you'll get through it and just stay the course because it'll always pay off. It'll always pay off. Hard work always pays off, especially when you do it with a grand heart. Um, with the motivation to keep going. You'll always make it to the top no matter what. And you may not do it exactly on your own. You may have help, while doing it, but just stay the course and keep going. And something, when I was younger in elementary school, um, entrepreneurship actually started early for me because my mom, well, when I got older, my mom, she retired early. And so when I started getting older, she went back and worked again because just to stay active. And so she started working at the Kool-Aid factory, right? And so she used to bring home these big bags of Kool-Aid, squeeze it, all that kind of stuff in it, right? So I used to take it to school and I used to eat it, pour it in my hand, eat it. My friends be like, "Oh, Lando, let me get some of that stuff." And I'd be like, "Man, I'll just start charging you guys." So that week, my mom, she took me to Costco, where how Costco has like the samples set out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, I got the idea. Okay, when I go to school, I was like, I'm bringing this Kool-Aid and the squeeze and stuff. I was like, man, I'm gonna set up samples. So if somebody wants it, they'll go ahead and get it. And so yeah, I did that. And then they went on ahead and started buying product from me, started buying Kool-Aid product. And I had no overhead because it was free.
Oh, oh my gosh. You
And
know
so and
what?
so that's something I was doing in elementary school.
It's, you know what? That really states my age because you know, like Kool-Aid was, there was not even the sugar and Kool-Aid mix.
Oh, they didn't have
They didn't have that when Kool-Aid first came out. They didn't have that. They didn't
they
have
just had
that pre-mix.
just a small sour one
They just had the
for
small
sugar
sour
in
one. You just like throw it in there. You have to make your own sugar, so you
it.
mix cups. Oh my
That
goodness.
is too funny.
I know. So tell people how they can connect with you, get the handles, and anything else that you have going on.
Yeah, to connect with me, you could go to my personal page, which is A3 Presidential, and that's the letter A, the number 3 Presidential. That's my personal page where you see a lot of my modeling stuff and different business stuff that I do work on. And my actual training page for Gifted Handles is at Gifted Handles on Instagram, and that's on all platforms. And also to look out for my new website I'm launching for giftedhandles.com, coming 2021. So that's how you get a hold of me right there. Oh, and
Okay.
also too, gifted handles, Alando at giftedhandles.com. You can email me as well.
Okay. So you all connect, check in, follow, do everything you can because this is a magnificent human being. And we want to make sure that everything in 2021 that you bring to fruition, because you are such an instrumental factor for, the community. So you all tune in, and that was your unapologetic moment with Dr. G.
Thank you, Dr. G. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate
No
y'all.
problem.